We're at the Big Bob's Convention. We're in Kansas City. I am with Josh Penny. He has the Big Bob's operation in Yuma, Arizona. What do you think of this convention so far?
I think it's been outstanding. We've had a lot of quality presenters. We've had some very motivational information that has been shared, and it makes me feel good to see everyone excited about the flooring industry right now. Everyone's walking to a little quicker step and standing a little taller right now.
Why is that? Just because business is better, the economy is better?
I think there's uncertainty is starting to work its way out of the market. I think people feel that they have a lot of firmness coming back in the market, and so people are spending money, and I think it just resonates all the way through the industry.
So that means people are maybe anxious to try something that they didn't feel comfortable enough a couple of years ago trying?
I think they're willing to go out and maybe spend a little money, do an investment, better. If they're better in their homes, they're better in their businesses, and I think it's trickling all the way down.
Tell us about your business.
We're Big Bob's Flooring Outlet in Yuma, Arizona. We've been in Yuma for a little over 15 years and part of Big Bob's for over 17 years now. We've seen a lot of growth, and we're really excited to see just the evolution of Big Bob's. It's been great for our business, and it's carried a name and recognizable in the industry.
Now, you also have a Flooring America.
Yes, we do.
Did you have that first?
We had the Big Bob's first, and the Flooring America we added for a different segment of the market that we needed those services. So
that's interesting. That's interesting. Most, it seems to me, from my brief history here, expand the other way. They start with the Flooring America type store, and then they will expand into Big Bob's. You're just the opposite.
Well, the reason that occurred for us, and you're absolutely correct, is our anticipation when we got in the flooring business in Yuma was to have a cash and carry outlet, and that's what we wanted to do. And our demographic and the market in Yuma took us the other direction. It decided that we needed a full Big Bob's outlet and a Flooring America traditional store as well.
So which one is seeing the biggest growth?
I think that's a little bit of a trick question. I think they both have their pluses. The commercial market that we're experiencing a lot of growth in right now is through the Flooring America. So commercial has been very strong for us. But I think property management, multifamily, and retail is really pushing some sales for Big Bob's for us.
I was going to ask you about your customers. Could you tell, if you were to line up customers here in the walk, could you tell the Big Bob's from a Flooring America customer, or are there a lot of differences?
I think 5 to 10 years ago, I think you could line them up and distinguish between the two, but I feel there's very little, if any, difference now. Big Bob's has really evolved into a customer-centric flooring store, and I think we're doing a fantastic job of doing that better every year.
Now, they tell me that the customers that come into a Big Bob's, and maybe that's what you were saying several years ago, these would be people looking strictly for lower-end buys, but that doesn't seem to be the case now. Would that be fair to say?
That's absolutely true. The customer demographic is completely different nowadays.
Talk about that difference.
The customers are coming in for specialty products, not just low end. They want high end. They want value. They want warranties. They want to be treated right, and they want installation services that weren't available several years ago. So I think we're seeing the more rounded, full service operation out of a Big Bob's these days.
And you do both hard and soft surface.
We do it all: wood, ceramic, carpet, vinyl, commercial goods. We do it all.
Now, the fact that you have both of these operations, a cash and carry and a full service, do they feed off each other? Is there a benefit from having one and the other, or are they just two separate operations that you happen to be running?
We had the anticipation that they would feed off each other. When in reality, they're two different operations, and they needed to be treated that way. So
Are you contemplating expansion, and if so, in what direction do you expand?
We'd like to do some expansion. There's always that opportunity. Right now, it seems that multi-store expansion is very popular around the country, especially within some of the members of the Big Bob's organization. We'd like to expand. We've got some operational things we're working on that it would allow us to do that. So the answer is yes, I hope so. But how quick we can roll it out really tells a tale.
It seems to me that the action, regardless of what you're selling, is on the internet. People are going to shop on the internet, the younger people more so. The customers that are going to be going into both your stores as years progress will be more and more tech savvy. They're going to start their mission to buy floor coverings on the internet. How do you ensure that you get your fair share, whatever that means, of those people to end up in your store and buying something?
Well, I think obviously your web presence is foremost and top priority. Mobile website is a definite must. I believe the last statistic I saw was between 60 and 70% are hitting are going to the web via a mobile device. So you better be ready and you better be on top of your game.
But it seems like, and one of the things I'm thinking about is the Home Depots and the Lowe's and the other bigger players are spending a lot of money to make sure they're at the top of that first page, regardless of where you are. Any local search anywhere in the United States, a lot of these, well, I think Home Depot and Lowe's, people go there to buy hammers, light bulbs, toilet paper. They walk by that floor covering department. That's why they have it in the middle of the floor, I guess. They're very, very good at getting the attention of these people, and I think a lot of these people think Home Depot when they think floor coverings. It would seem that would put the impetus on you to educate these people as to why they should shop at either one of your stores. You've got to do that quickly. You've got to do that effectively. And you got to, and that's difficult. That's very difficult. Talk about that.
I think you have to have a professional website. It's got to be current. It's got to be least amount of clicks possible to get to the ultimate reason the customers come to your website. Ultimately, I think they're still going to look at brick and mortar stores of our nature to be the authorities or the ultimate barometer of their purchase, where they're going to make that. And it's our responsibility to as brick and mortar stores to be the professional.
Sell the attributes of your operation.
That's right. Because when it comes down to pricing, that's an all-out war. We'd rather be the authorities and qualify the customer the proper way and give them what they need.
It just seems like as we go forward, the Home Depots and the Lowe's are anxious to put you guys out of business, or at least take as much share away from you as they can, and that's going to get more aggressive going forward. It would be pretty scary, I think.
Well, I think they have the opinion that we're all easy targets, that we're not doing the things like you've seen at our convention, and we're really pressing the minute details that tell the tale on whether we're going to succeed or not. We're doing those things at these conventions. We're bringing up topics. We're discussing best practices. It's important for us to be the best we can be.
I think it's impressive what you guys are doing. If you get people in the store, you've got a pretty good close ratio, and I think you've got your average. It seems to me, from what I've been talking, the average ticket is increasing. So you're doing a very effective job there.
Well, that's the goal. It's to not let them out of the store, and obviously, average ticket is a key component of your costing, of your marketing, and your opportunity. You've got to not let them out of the store, or be that person that gets them to decide, okay, this is where I want to buy my flooring.
Now, there's an awful lot of ideas floating around in here. There's been a very productive, it seems to me, convention. Are you going to try some new things when you get back to the store that maybe you hadn't up to this point?
There's always a handful of items that we pick up on from our fellow Big Bob owners in here, and we would not be anywhere near where we are today without these meetings, these conventions. Even if you grab one thing that makes a difference in your organization and you implement it throughout the following year, it's well worth the time out of the office, come down here and get together and discuss best practices.
Josh, I appreciate you spending some time with us. Thanks very much. Good luck with your store back in Yuma.
Thank you very much.
We've been talking with Josh Penny. He is the Big Bob's and also the Flooring America store in Yuma, Arizona. And this is Talk Floor TV. Thank you. I guess we start.